Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Flow. I'm grateful, as always, that you've chosen to share your practice with me today. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and start, as we have been, with a little bit of breath work. So I would invite you to find the comfortable seated posture of your choice. You can be seated on your bum with your legs crossed in front of you, or you can be kneeling and seated on your heels. Either is fine as long as your spine is vertical, and as long as you don't have the feeling of too much engagement in your abs or in your psoas to hold the spine vertical. And we're going to bring a mudra into our practice of breath work today as well. We're going to use prana mudra, which is really basic, simple mudra. We're going to start with the right palm facing forward, hand open, and then we're going to fold the pinky finger and the ring finger into the palm of the right hand. And we're also going to fold the thumb then into the palm of the right hand, and we'll bring the remaining two fingers together. We'll take an inhale here, the right hand still facing forward. As you exhale, we're just going to round that right hand in front of the face, and we're going to lightly touch pointer finger and middle finger in between the eyebrows, and we're lightly going to press those two fingers into the center of the forehead, into the space which is known as your third eye. And we're going to take several breaths here, just pressing those two fingers lightly into the third eye. Each inhale straight from the center of the chest. And as you exhale, we'll just feel a slight push running down the right arm, through the right hand, into the fingers, right back into the forehead. So inhale, center of the chest. Exhale, not physically pushing. It's more of the sensation of driving energy through the right arm, right back into the third eye. Third eye is responsible for your intuition and for deep knowledge. We're going to stay here for several more breaths. Slow and steady inhale from the center of the chest. Exhale, feel the prana or the life energy flowing through the right arm, right directly into the third eye, becoming more aware. This is a moment when we're all being barraged with a lot of information, a lot of conflicting points of view. This is an exercise which can help you follow and find your own intuition. Inhale from the center of the chest. Exhale, driving that energy out the right arm into the center of the forehead. Your third eye is responsible for your deep knowledge. We'll take one more inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to feel that energy sliding down the right arm, right into the third eye. Finally, we're going to release that right hand right back down to the right thigh. We'll keep the eyes closed. We'll hold the spine long. And then we'll roll nice and slow forward into a child's pose. So if you have to reorganize your seat to roll forward into a child's pose, go ahead and do so. And then we're going to sink into Balasana. You can relax your neck, let your head roll just a little bit from side to side. The center of the forehead, that special spot, the third eye, pushing down into the mat. The weight of the head pushing the third eye into the mat. Just a little bit more pressure there on the third eye. We'll take a big inhale here. And as we exhale nice and slow, we'll let the spine be round. We'll roll up into Vajrasana, seated on the heels. We'll send the right arm back, palm flat on the mat. Inhale, extend the left arm forward, and then push the hips up towards the ceiling. Open the chest, lift the hips. Big inhale here. Push the hips up. As you exhale, bring the hips right back down to the heels. Release. Left elbow now comes to right knee. And we'll bring the palms together. The palms will start in front of the right shoulder first, and then we'll push. And those hands are going to end in the center of the chest. We'll turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. We'll take a big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll release that left elbow from the right knee. We'll send the hands back behind the back. Lift the hands off the hips. Push the hips and the heart forward. We can roll right up onto the knees if you'd like. And as you exhale now, we'll hinge in the hips. We'll keep the hands laced behind the back. We'll bring again the third eye down to the mat, nice and soft. And then we'll roll up onto the crown of the head. So we'll take a bound rabbit pose. Pushing the hands forward, the spine is round. As you exhale, release. So the left hand comes down to the mat just beside the head, and the right arm slides under. We'll turn the chest, and we'll drop the right shoulder down to the mat. Turn the gaze to the left side. You can use the left fingers on the mat if you'd like. And to make sure that there's not too much weight on the head or the neck, just use the muscles of the neck to lift the head. If you can't do that, you need to reposition your shoulder until you can. As you exhale now, we'll anchor that left palm on the mat. We'll start to lift the right shoulder. I'm going to slide the right foot under the seat as the right glute goes down and back. The left leg comes forward. We're ready for Janu Shirshasana, or head to knee pose. Inhale from the belly button upward. And as you exhale, we'll come down into Janu Shirshasana, which is also called head to knee pose, although the head does not need to touch the knee. As you exhale now, we'll let the hands slide on the knees. We're going to bend the left knee. We'll slide this right knee under that bent left leg, right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Right hand goes back as you inhale. Push the hips up. You can lift the left heel off the mat. So we have a big gate pose. And as you exhale, send that left arm wide towards the right side. As the feet come together, we'll come right back down into a child's pose. And again, we'll relax the neck. Let the head push down into the mat. Close the eyes, and if you'd like, you can roll a little bit from side to side. We'll take an inhale here, and as you exhale, the spine soft and round will roll up to a seat on the heels in Vajrasana. We'll send this time left arm back, left palm and fingers flat. Inhale, extend the right arm up, and then push the hips up. Open the chest, roll the head back. Each inhale, lifting the hips a little bit more. One more inhale, push up on the hips. As you exhale, bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow down to the left knee. Hands come together in front of the left elbow first. And then as you exhale, we'll drive those hands to the center of the chest. We'll take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we'll release right elbow, spins back, lace the hands behind the back. Pull the hands up off the hips. You can roll up onto the knees if you'd like. You can take a back bend if you like. Or you can stay vertical. Either way. As you exhale, we'll bend in the hips. We'll bring the center of the forehead down gently to the mat first. And then we'll roll up onto the crown of the head as we push the hips forward, round the spine, pull the chin to the chest. Bound. Rabbit pose. And then we release, the hands come down. Right hand finds the mat and left arm spins under. Again, lift the head, use the muscles in the neck. We're going to anchor that right hand into the mat now. We'll lift the left shoulder. We'll slide the left foot under the seat. Left shin across the mat. Right leg turn forward. We'll turn the belly button towards the toes. Inhale from the hips. Upward. And as you exhale, we'll come down into our Janu Shirshasana. head to knee pose. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll let the hands slide. We'll bend right knee, slide left foot under. So left shin parallel to the mat. Anchor the sole of the right foot on the mat. Send the left hand back. Inhale, lift the hips, pushing the right heel forward and up. The right hip forward and up. You can lift the right heel if you'd like. So we'll have that gate pose. And as you exhale, we'll spin the right arm to the left side as we bring the knees and the shins together. We'll turn back towards the front of the mat and we'll come right back down into a child's pose. This time we'll push the backs of the hands into the mat beside the feet and we'll roll up into a rabbit pose. And as we exhale, we'll extend the arms towards the front of the room. Straighten the arms. The femurs are vertical here in a puppy pose, Anahatasana. And as you exhale, the hands slide. And we'll roll right back up to Vajrasana. We'll bring the hands up behind the back. And we'll start to bring the elbows together for our chest opener. We'll roll again up onto the knees, push the hips forward as the elbows and the shoulder blades come together. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, weight onto the right knee. Bring the left knee forward, left hand to the left knee. Inhale, again, extend right arm forward. As you push the hips forward, exhale, lift that right arm. Extension vertically through the right hand as we push the hips down and forward. Inhale, lift right arm. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Bring the right hand back behind the head. First, turn the gaze towards the left side of the room. Push with the left hand on the left thigh. And then we'll drop that right elbow to the left knee. Hands come back to the center of the chest. As you inhale, we're going to hold this rotation in the torso and we'll send left arm back first, the gaze on the left thumb, and we'll extend right arm forward so we have revolved half warrior two. The spine more or less vertical, the arms parallel to the floor, the thumbs pointing up. Inhale as you spin left shoulder back. As you exhale, release both hands now behind the back. Sink the hips, push the hips down and forward. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, we'll release both hands down to the mat, one hand on either side of left foot. Tuck the ball of the right foot on the mat. Inhale, extend right leg. So a low lunge first. And then on your next inhale, we'll extend the left arm forward. We'll lift the left arm and left hand up towards the ceiling for an easy twist. 2 breaths here. The arms a straight line between right hand and left, pushing the shoulder blades away from each other, the neck straight, the crown of the head pushing towards the front. And as you exhale, we'll bend the left elbow, bring left elbow down to left knee as we spin right heel down and back. We'll push from the outside edge of that right foot straight up the right side body through the tips of the right finger, a straight line of engagement, right foot to right fingertips. And as you exhale, we'll push hard on that left foot. We'll straighten the left arm and we'll rock up into Virabhadrasana or Warrior Two. Turn your gaze towards the front. Close your eyes. Legs strong. Arms long. Head high. 3 breaths more. On the third exhale, we'll release that right hand, let it pass in front of the right hip as you spin the right heel off the mat. Extend the arms forward first, and then up towards the ceiling for a crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. Right leg is straight. Left shin is vertical. engaging ever upward from the belly button through the fingertips. And on the third exhale, we'll bend the right knee. We'll bring the right knee and the top of the right foot down towards the mat. We'll take Kapayasana, open the chest. Big inhale here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the ball of the right foot. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, let the left leg slide up towards the ceiling for a three-legged dog. We'll hang 3 breaths in three-legged dog. Knee straight, ankle flex, left leg high. Big inhale. On your third exhale now, push the head, chest, and shoulders forward. We'll go right into a plank. We'll take a big inhale and plank. Exhale, just halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Bring your attention back to the center of the forehead. Connect yourself to that deep knowledge that comes in the form of intuition. Knowledge that comes from beyond you. As you inhale now, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into a plank. And then we'll bend the knees. We'll bring the knees down to the mat. The hips come back to the heels. The hands slide on the mat, up the legs. Hands to the backs of the hips. Fingers pushing into the back. Elbows turning together. Shoulder blades as well. Inhale here. And we'll push right up onto the knees. And this time it's left leg that has the weight as right foot slides forward. Right hand to right knee. Left arm extended forward first. Inhale up towards the ceiling, driving the hips down and forward as we extend the left arm up. And as we exhale, we're going to bend that left elbow, the left hand back behind the head pushing back into the hand, and then slowly drop left elbow to right knee. Bring the hands together first in front of the right shoulder. And then as you exhale, we'll push those hands right into the center of the chest. On your inhale now, we'll hold that rotation in the spine. We'll extend the right arm back, and you can use the left hand to pull a little bit on that right knee before extending the left arm forward as well. Thumbs pointed towards the ceiling, spine vertical, arms parallel to the floor, revolved half warrior 2. Close your eyes if you'd like. This posture can get pretty wobbly with the eyes closed. As you exhale now, we'll release the hands, come back down behind the back. Inhale, open the chest. As you exhale, we'll release the hands down to the mat. We'll tuck the ball of the left foot. Inhale, straighten left leg, low lunge first. And then finally we'll extend the right arm forward. And then float it all the way up to the ceiling. Easy twist. And on your next exhale, we'll bend the right elbow anchoring into the right knee. We'll extend the left arm forward as we spin the left heel down and back. A straight line now from left foot to left fingertips, pushing the whole length of the left side body. One more big inhale, push those left fingers up and forward. And as you exhale, we'll push hard on the right foot. We'll straighten that right arm and we'll float right up into our warrior 2. We'll take a few breaths in warrior 2, head high, arms long, legs strong. As you exhale, now we'll release the left hand. Left hand passes in front of the left leg. We'll extend the arms forward first, and then we'll lift up into crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Big inhale, pushing up. And as you exhale, we'll very slowly bend that left knee, drop left knee, top of left foot to the mat. Inhale, open the chest, Kapyasana. And as you exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, hook the ball of the left foot, straighten left leg. And exhale, let that right leg slide up towards the ceiling. Knee straight, ankle flex, hips parallel, three-legged dog. And on your third inhale, now we'll push into the ball of the left foot. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward right into a plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Three breaths in downward dog. You can pedal the feet if you'd like. You can stay still if you'd like. On your next inhale, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into a plank. And on your exhale, we'll roll back up to a downward dog. We'll center the feet right away. So as we inhale, we'll lift the left leg up in to a scorpion dog. As we bend the left knee, we'll open the hips. Big inhale, lift the inner left leg. Exhale, bring that bent left knee forward, touch the nose, round the spine. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll kick right back into a floating plank, which means the spine stays parallel to the floor and the left leg is also parallel to the floor. Then we're going to point the toe of the left foot back. Just the very tip of the big toe on the left foot slides as slowly forward as you can, right into a low lunge. You might have to lift a little bit to adjust. Then we'll push the palms and the fingers down. And on your exhale, we'll start to straighten the left leg. We're going to peel the sole of the left foot off the mat, and we'll hold the sole of the right foot off the mat so neither sole of neither foot is touching the mat. This is a pyramid variation. And as you exhale now, we're going to anchor the sole of the left foot again. As we push forward, we'll let the right foot slide. Keep a bend in the left knee and hook the right knee on the left calf as you point the toes of the right foot back. Bring the hands to the center of the chest. Crouching Shiva pose. Then we'll bring the hands down to the left heel. And as you inhale, neither hand touches the mat. Drop the head as low as you can. Lift the seat as high as you can. And finally, extend the right leg as high as you can as well. We're going to pull that right leg a little bit higher. And as you exhale, again, neither hand on the mat, ball of the right foot down to the mat. Both hands slide from the front to the back. As we push hard into that left foot, we'll slide the arms back parallel to the floor. Then we'll roll the shoulder blades towards each other and push the heart and the chin forward. On your next exhale, we'll drop right heel and both hands. Then as we inhale, we'll push the hands up towards the ceiling. So we'll find warrior one. Go ahead and close your eyes if you'd like. Physical eyes closed. We'll strive to open the third eye, to open your spiritual eye, opening your awareness to the spiritual truth which surrounds us at all times, but which is invisible to the physical eyes. We'll take one more inhale as we push up. And as we exhale, palms come down to the center of the chest. we'll pivot. The right heel spins off the mat as right elbow spins to left knee. Hands start in front of the left shoulder and end in the center of the chest. Turn the gaze up if you'd like. Keep the spine long. Revolved east side pose. As you exhale now, we'll simply release the arms. We're going to pivot that right heel right back down to the mat. We'll send the hands behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, rock the heart and the head back. And as you exhale, lean, head, chest, and shoulders forward into a humble warrior. Relax the neck, let the head hang, close the eyes. And then we'll release the hands, come down to the mat. We're going to drop the right knee, the top of the right foot, and we'll extend the left leg. You might have to slide that left heel forward for a half straddle, Ardha Hanumanasana. Relax your neck, let your head hang, close your eyes. And then we'll anchor the right hand on the center of the mat. And as we extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, we'll slide that extended left leg back. Point the right toes directly to the left heel and then push the hips towards the left side of the room. Open the chest. Stargazer, turn the gaze up. And if you'd like, you can straighten that right leg and turn that into a side plank. We'll roll now, everybody, into a plank. Big inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Head hanging, close your eyes. Open your mind. And as you inhale, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into plank. And we'll center the 2 feet in plank. So as you roll back through downward dog, this time we'll lift the right leg up and we'll open the hips. We'll come right into scorpion dog. Exhale now. Keep that right knee bent. Bring it forward. Touch the nose. Inhale, we extend back into a floating plank. Right leg parallel to the spine, parallel to the mat as well. Inhale here. And as you exhale, point the big toe of the right foot back. And just the very tip of the big toe sliding the whole length of the mat will move right into a low lunge. Palms and fingers flat. Arms straight. And slowly we'll straighten the right leg as well. The soles of both feet off the mat. Just the right heel and the left ball of the foot on the mat. We have that pyramid variation again. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the right knee. Anchor the right foot. We'll let the left foot slide. Keep a bend in the right knee. Hook left knee behind right calf. Bring the hands to the center of the chest. Point the left toes back. Spine parallel to the floor. Crouching Shiva. And we'll bring the hands down to the right shin. We'll drop the head. Lift the hips. And then we'll extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Standing straddle. Nice and slow, we'll bend the right knee. We'll take the ball of the left foot into the mat. The hands slide from front to back. Bring the arms back parallel to the floor. Spin the shoulder blades together. Lift the head, chest, and shoulders. And as you exhale, release the left heel down to the mat. Drop the hands, and then we'll lift right into warrior one. Again, closing your eyes here. Physical eyes closed. Sometimes we're a little bit less distracted by the outside world, and we can dive a little bit deeper to the inside. And one more inhale, we'll extend up. As we exhale, we'll bend the elbows and we'll peel the left heel off the mat as we drop left elbow to right knee. Hands come together at the center of the chest. There's that revolved east side pose. You can slowly turn the gaze up towards the ceiling if you'd like. Either way, as we extend the arms, we'll release. We'll spin the arms back behind the back. We'll drop that left heel back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the hands off the seat. Open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Humble warrior. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Close your eyes. Focus your attention between the eyebrows on the third eye. On your exhale now, we're going to release the hands down to the mat. We'll drop the left knee as well. And we'll straighten that right leg, maybe sliding the right heel forward. You might want to lift a little bit. And then sink. Down into our Ardha Hanumanasana, or half straddle. And then we're going to anchor the left hand on the mat as we extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. We'll slide the extended right leg back. Right heel just in front of the left big toe. We'll point that left big toe towards the right heel. As we inhale, we'll push the hips towards the right side of the room. And we'll open the chest. Turn the gaze up for a stargazer. And if you'd like, you can extend that lower leg for a side plank, Vajrasthana, 2 breaths. And in any case, we'll all finish in a plank, 2 breaths in plank, eyes closed. And on the second exhale, we'll come halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in a downward dog. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Close your eyes. Focus your attention in the center of your forehead. As you inhale now, we'll take a bend in the knees. Bring the feet forward any way you'd like. You can hop or walk. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let your fingers slide from back to front. Drop your hips. We'll roll all the way up, right onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels, hold the heels high. And as you exhale, we'll bring the hands down to the center of the chest. And we'll take 2 breaths in stillness. Inhale, extend your arm, lift your hands, open your chest. Exhale, folding forward over bent knees. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, nice and slow. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. We'll let this left leg slide up towards the ceiling. And on the inhale, we'll roll forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, one movement all the way forward and up into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, back leg as well, 2 feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, right onto the tips of the toes. Lift the heels, hold the heels high, hold the breath. Exhale, hands now to the center of the chest. Release the heels to the mat. Close your eyes. And we'll roll through the same flow on the left side. Inhale, extend the arms, lift the hands, open the chest. Exhale, folding forward over bent knees. Inhale, step left foot back. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold and let right leg slide up towards the ceiling on your inhale, plank. As you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we'll lift this time the left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring that left foot forward. We'll push all the way up into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, crown of the head forward. Exhale, drag the back foot 2 feet together. In, lift halfway. Out, fold. In all the way up, tips of the toes. Lift the heels, hold the heels high. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest as you release the heels to the mat. We'll go again, a slightly different flow. Inhale, extend the arm, lift the hands open. Exhale, folding over bent knees. Inhale, we'll step that right foot back nice and slow. And as you exhale, we'll extend up into Anjaneyasana. And we're going to take 3 breaths here. And then on the exhale, we'll leave the arms extended and we'll bring the right foot up and we'll hook it on the left thigh. We'll spin the right knee towards the right side now. And we'll come up into a tree pose. And again, we're going to make that pranay mudra that we started the class with, extending pointer and index finger and touching them right between the eyebrows. And then if you can, close your eyes. This is going to be a lot harder to do with the eyes closed, but that's okay. Nice and slow now. We're going to extend that right arm back up towards the ceiling for Vrikshasana or tree pose. And then we'll send right knee forward. We'll use the left hand to pull on that right knee as we spin right arm back. Big inhale here. Exhale, we'll step right back to warrior 2, right leg back. Close your eyes, turn your gaze forward. Exhale, turn the left palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, roll back, reverse warrior. And we'll exhale as we roll forward now into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Finally, nice and slow, we'll bend the left knee. Push that left knee forward. Peel the right heel off the mat. Low lunge first. And then we'll slide this left foot back. Downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Hold the heels high as you exhale. Bend the knees. Take some space between the knees. Send the gaze forward. The head, the chest, the shoulders low. Let the chin slide on the mat. Push hard on the palms. Straighten the legs. Low plank. Upward dog, downward dog. Nice and slow, bend the knees. It's up to you if you'd like to hop or walk the feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let the fingers slide from back to front. We'll roll all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels, hold the heels high. Exhale, palms to the center of the chest, release the heels to the mat. Inhale, we'll start again, left side, extend, open, lift. Exhale, bend, soften, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, nice and slow. Crescent lunge, 3 breaths, Anjaneyasana. And then we're going to push forward without touching the left knee with the hand. We'll hook left foot on right thigh. We'll spin the left knee back. Extend the arms up. And this time we'll take Prana Mudra, left hand. And we'll bring left hand to the center of the forehead. A little bit harder on this side. And again, if you like, you can close the eyes. Inhale, extend that left arm back up. And as you exhale, spin left knee forward. We'll use left hand to pull on that left knee as we send the left arm back. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll simply step back to warrior 2. Turn your gaze forward. Turn the right palm up. Inhale, rock back into reverse warrior. And as we exhale, we'll tip the hips, the head, the chest, the shoulders forward into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Finally, nice and slow, we'll bend the right knee. We'll push that right knee forward. We'll peel the left heel off the mat. Low lunge first. And as you exhale, we'll step back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, space between the knees as the knees come down. The tops of the feet on the mat. Send the gaze forward. Let the chin slide as you exhale. Push hard on the palms. Straighten the legs. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in a downward dog. And then nice and slow, we'll drop the knees down to the mat. And we'll come right back to a child's pose. We'll let ourselves go limp. The weight of the head pushing the third eye down into the mat. Nice and slow. We'll bring the hands down to the mat. We'll lift the head, chest, and shoulders, and we'll slide the feet to one side or the other. Bring your feet towards the front of the mat. And we'll pull the knees towards the center of the chest as we extend the legs just halfway first for a half boat. Then we can extend the arms, and you can decide if you want to extend up into a full boat today or not. Nice and slow. We'll roll from our boat right into a waterfall pose. We'll bring the hands down to the mat, beside the hips. We'll keep the legs extended towards each other. We'll push the palms down and roll the hips up off the mat. And we'll roll up into a plow pose, Halasana. Nice and slow now. You can anchor the hands on the hips and extend the legs up towards the ceiling. You can have the elbows on the mat, or if you'd like to try an advanced variation, extend the arms up to either side. Nice and slow now. I'll bring the legs back down behind the head. And we'll roll one vertebra at a time down to the mat. Finally, the sacrum, the small of the back hit the mat. come right back to our waterfall pose. And we'll push the left palm into the mat and we'll keep the legs together. We'll squeeze the legs together and we'll roll over. And we'll take an engaged spinal twist today, not letting the legs touch the mat, working in the core, working in the chest. As we exhale, we'll come right back up to our waterfall pose. We'll massage the back a little bit. And then we'll turn the right palm down and we'll roll the hips over towards the right side again. An engaged spinal twist here. Keep the legs together. Push the right hand down. Working hard in the core. And as you exhale, we'll roll the hips back down to the mat. Bend the knees, anchor the feet just below the hips. Bring the hands back to the side of the hips. We'll turn the palms towards the ceiling as we push the hips up towards the ceiling. And we'll take a bridge pose. You can roll up onto the balls of the feet if you like. You can have the hands under the back if you like. Inhale, we'll push up. And as we exhale, we'll roll the hips back down. Send one foot to the outside edge of the mat on each side. We'll just let the knees sway back and forth. And then we'll drop the left knee down towards the right side of the mat. We'll hook the right heel on the left knee. And just relax. A stretch in the lower left part of the back and the hip. And we're going to leave those legs crossed just as they are. Leave the left foot just where it is. And we'll roll over into a less engaged spinal twist now. And as you exhale, we'll uncross the legs. Again, one foot on each edge of the mat. We'll let the knees sway for just a moment from side to side. And then we'll drop the right knee inside the left foot. And then we'll hook that left heel on the right knee and just let the weight of the legs open the hip and the back. And then we'll leave the legs crossed just as they are and we'll roll over into a spinal twist on the other side. And finally we'll uncross the legs. Roll the hips back down to the mat. We'll pull the knees towards the chest. Roll a little bit. We'll extend the legs up towards the ceiling. We'll take our waterfall pose first. And then we'll keep the legs squeezed towards each other. Keep the knees extended, the toes pointed. Squeeze the core. Keep the small of the back in contact with the mat. And we'll bring the heels down to where they almost touch the mat. When it feels like about 15 centimeters between your heels and the mat, we'll pause here for 3 breaths. And we'll just let ourselves shake. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll release everything down onto the mat. Turn the palms towards the ceiling now. We'll get ready for Shavasana. So up till now, the class has been concerned mainly with movement. And now we'll step into the difficult portion of the class. We'll step into the portion of the class which is concerned with stillness. Bring your attention right back to the center of the forehead, to your third eye. With your eyes closed, let go of the body sensation completely, except for the one point of purple light right in the center of the forehead, right between the physical eyes. Ajna chakra, your third eye, helping you to find your way in this confused, cloudy time. We'll follow that deep knowledge. I'll leave you 3 minutes now of stillness. And I'll call you back here when our time is up. Nice and slow now, we'll start to dig the body out of the stillness. Hold the awareness in the center of the forehead, but we'll start to move the hands and the feet, fingers and the toes. We'll bend the knees, extend the arms back beyond the head, and we'll roll off, as always, onto the left side. Pause for 2 breaths on the left side. Nice and slow. Roll back up to a seat. As you inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we'll drag the hands down to the center of the chest and inhale at the center of the chest, pure love. Exhale now, hands to the center of the throat. Pure communication. Exhale, hands to the forehead. Inhale at the forehead, pure awareness. Exhale now, we'll turn the palms away from each other, thumbs and pointer fingers touching. We'll slide the hands up above the head. Inhale here, pure consciousness. And then as we exhale, Namaste. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I'll see you all again very soon.